Don't look at my breasts. You can't anymore, according to Twitch, because they changed their TOS. Again. I hate Twitch.
Skip it up and that up.
So as we know, the new Twitch meta has taken over by storm, and a lot of women are sitting there with their breasts out with a black bar covering them. Which, I don't even know why it's a thing. I don't care that it's a thing. Let me make that abundantly clear, but there are many adult sites you could go to where you could see women and their breasts without the black bar, and you don't have to pay a dime. Well, it seems that Twitch is buckling under pressure from sponsors and credit card companies, which initially I said, why don't they just make an adult or not safe for work category on Twitch? But then I found out the credit card companies wanted nothing to do with that, and that's why Twitch made this into a big mess. If the credit card companies didn't pressure them, they could have just had a different category and everything would have been done. But God forbid, there may be a grandma who will go to Twitch and may be like, what does NSFW stand for? Oh my God, I might see a breast. I'm gonna pass out on the floor, because that'll happen. I hate how advertisers and credit card companies are the morality police for the public, but whatever, that's the age that we live in. Yay, capitalism! Well, it seems that Twitch is changing their rules again because, I don't know, breasts frighten people, and this is what their new TOS has to say. This comes from Dexerto.com. I'm going to read you a portion, then we'll discuss. In late December, OnlyFans model Morg Pie began streaming while appearing to be topless, with the camera positioned to cut off her breasts. We all remember that. It went viral. You saw her there, and it was like, are her breasts out? Oh my God. Even though what you saw there, you could see a woman wearing a tank top at the mall. Even this time of year, you would see the same amount of skin, but of course, everyone lost their mind. Well, she was actually clothed. I told you. Clips of her broadcast went viral, and many others began to experiment with the new trend themselves. Yeah, experiment, because they saw that money, man. So yeah, they go on. More and more women began to do this. There was even a dude who was pretending to pull a Philip Burnell, but he knew the camera was on and he had it completely blocked off, so it looked like he was pulling a May 1st. So now Twitch has banned implied nudity, which I'm sure next week they'll change again, because they're like, wait a second, we were making a lot of revenue from those streams. So they have been changing this like the weather, but this is what part of their new safety blog says. Here we go. We don't permit streamers to be fully or partially nude, including exposing genitals or buttocks, your ass cheeks. Nor do we permit streamers to imply or suggest that they are fully or partially nude. Oh my God, who cares? Why are human beings, why do we make such a big deal out of something so stupid? Just make a category. I don't know why because you know people are still going to try to push limits. To the credit card companies, don't you think having a nice, safe segment that people would have to proactively click on would be better than doing this whole rigmarole of, well, we don't have this not safe for work category, so grandma won't freak out, so we're just gonna let, partially nude streamers scattered all over the platform. That's better, according to credit card companies and advertisers, but whatever. Nor do we permit streamers to imply or suggest that they are fully or partially nude, including but not limited to covering breasts or genitals with objects or sensor bars. For those who present as women, listen, I'm going there and I'm presenting as a woman and I'm showing my nipples. Let's go. We ask that you cover your nipples and do not expose them under bust. Cleavage is unrestricted as long as cleavage is unrestricted. You could have copious amounts of cleavage. There could be cleavage all day, but if you dare even imply that you might be showing a nipple, that's it. We're calling the feds. We're calling Bezos. What the hell? Who cares? But anyway, cleavage is unrestricted, so show cleavage for days as long as these coverage requirements are met and it is clear that the streamer is wearing clothing. So, wait a second. So does that mean that if we like do like some kind of special live stream on Twitch, Jay and I, if we're shirtless, that we're gonna get banned? I don't know. I don't really care. I barely stream on Twitch. But this is absolutely insane. This is a company that is desperate to get more viewership to it. Kick has done damage to them. YouTube has signed exclusive deals with a bunch of big, what were Twitch streamers. I was about to say tit streamers, which, well, some truth to it. But they also want to appease advertisers and credit card companies, and they don't know what to do. Look, here is the thing. I don't even know why this is a big deal. If you want to see breasts, there are many sites that you could go to see breasts and plenty more for free. Legal, legitimate sites. I'm not going to name them here because this will get a yellow dollar sign. Probably hell, the name of this video will get me a yellow dollar sign. But it is what it is. But at the same time, look, if people want to go to Twitch and see a bunch of women with censor bars all over them, I know Amaranth had a malfunction. Gee, I wonder if that was on purpose with her censor bar. Color me shocked that she had a malfunction. Keep in mind, she is selling a beer soon. Maybe it's already out of the market. It will never touch my lips. That they're brewing beer from her vaginal yeast. But look, you know, there was a story I covered a while ago where a woman was filming herself getting pounded by accident. This isn't gonna stop this stuff. And if anything, I hate to say it, these censor bars censor more than if the women are clothed. Man, sometimes those nips that come out of the clothing, because sometimes on my live streams, shout out to my live stream channel, by the way, link below in the description, also top pin comment. Also, I'll have a link to my music channel, make sure to check that out too. We go to Twitch, and come on, they're body painting with pasties on. They have shirts on or tank tops on that you see their nips right through it. You don't actually see the areola, but you see it popping. It's actually better with the censor bars, but there's implied nudity. So, oh my God, run, advertisers, run for the hills. This is so stupid. This is such a pointless thing to make a big deal out of, but it also shows that Twitch is desperate. If you stop changing your rules, if you stop trying to be so damn politically correct, if people knew, but now I don't even know if, like, say, because on my live streams, it was from a meme. I get $50 donos to get my shirt off. Yes, I do. It started as a meme. It happens almost on a daily basis on my stream. I'm not complaining. I don't even know if I could do that on Twitch now. Their rules change like the weather. I know there was a time where I could take my shirt off, but I would have to switch the camera, take it off, and then come back with the shirt off. Because if I took the shirt off and you saw me actually physically taking it off, it would be considered stripping. This is why people can't stand you, Twitch, because it's like you don't know what to expect each time you go there. Like, one could say, hey, Rich, why don't you just keep your shirt on? That would be a valid point. But in general, the rules are constantly fluctuating there, and what you could say, what you can't say, what you could wear, what you can't wear, what you could do, what you can't do, that people are just tired of it and going to other platforms, or going back to YouTube, or going to Kick. Yay. So, welcome, Twitch. Keep acting desperate and keep changing your rules. It's not like people are fleeing from your website because they're getting tired of it. Oh, wait, they are. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Don't you dare look at my breasts. Unless you're watching a live stream. Then you can look at them anytime my shirt is off. And you should also check out my music. It's absolute fire. Have a good one. Links to those channels again below in the description. I love you.